Live. We are live. Pacific. Beautiful day here. Absolutely perfect. It's a perfect temperature, about 21 degrees. Humidity's a little higher here. So if you guys are out and about, pop in and say howdy. I think I'm gonna have to put that umbrella up soon. It's the sun's coming around and blasting right in my eyes. Umbrella time. Ah, there we go. Oh man, freaking thing. There. I think that's better. The sun was like right in my eyes. I'm listening to the robins going crazy. The owls are out there. Man, that sun is really, I love the sun, but it's really annoying. I keep moving the umbrella. Let's try that. Crap. I think I'm going to have to get some chips and salsa. Anyway, I'm glad some of you guys tuned in when I went to the, let's move this. I went to the, there we go. I'm live. I think I'm going to get some salsa and some chips. I'm getting kind of hungry here. I had chicken cordon bleu for lunch. It was good. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day out there. It's a beautiful day here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. But these robins are kicking up a bit of a fuss because the owl's hanging around. One owl just flew over, and I know there's another owl sitting in the tree over there. That's why their robins are agitated. Anyway, welcome aboard. If you do pop in and say hi, we will definitely say hi back or aloha. And we are live from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. We're on a small island off the far southwest coast of British Columbia. I just was out harvest. I just had a palm seed order to ship to Ireland. So I was just out up in one of the palm trees of the ladder harvesting some fresh palm seed, and I will mail that off to Ireland tomorrow. And that same customer, which I know is a friend of mine, he's ordered palm seeds from me before. So cheers. Wendy actually poured me this beer, and it actually tastes really good on this warm day. So it's not too stifling hot out here. It's actually quite nice. 21 degrees. The humidity doesn't feel that high, but it says it on the weather station. My weather station says 60% humidity. So usually humidity here is below 40%. But listen to that robin. Can you guys hear the robin out there? There's an owl sitting in a tree, sitting in the cedar tree over there. And the dog went crazy. A big owl just flew over. They're barred owls, and they're big frickin' owls, right? And they're good because they eat rabbits, and if there's any rats around, like, hey, Kevin Carnage. It's funny I call Carney that. Carnage. Carnage. Hello, Kevin. Kevin Carnage. What's good? Everything's good. Everything's good, man. Said hi. Carson Armstrong. I said hi right back. Thanks for joining in. And we are live from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, a small paradise island in the North Pacific. It's not the humidity, it's the stupidity. There's lots of stupidity around, man. Stupidity around. You know, you can't fix stupid. That's what I always say. Actually, I like the bumper sticker I saw one time. It says, you can't fix stupid. I always use that when somebody is, well, when they should receive the Darwin Awards for being too stupid. Like a guy cut me off on my motorcycle today, and I just threw the F-bombs at him. I pulled up. He stopped in front of me. I just about T-boned him, and I lost my mind on him. Hello there, loser. No, Dude from the village, not loser from the village, and also Cookie Gaming. Hello there, man. Good to have you in there on Gulf Island Rock. And like I say, we are broadcasting live from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I'm going to spin this around, and hopefully the live stream, hopefully the signal doesn't fade out. There's an owl sitting in the tree over there, I can tell you that, because the robin is going crazy. So maybe I can get him flying by. One owl just flew by. It just actually flew over your crossed the equator on the boat, the bird tats. You crossed the equator on boat, the bird tats. I'm far north of the equator, dude. We are far north of the equator here. I'll tell you what, our latitude is 48 degrees north latitude here on this island in the North Pacific. Looks like a chemtrail up there. Chemtrail. Look at that. You know, I can tell you one time, if you don't believe in chemtrails, I'll tell you one time, Wendy and I were sitting out on the deck. A jet cruises past with a contrail and it dissipated. Then another jet went by, another airplane, and it made a chemtrail and it spread across the whole sky. That wasn't a contrail. So I believe they're out there. Anyway, so we are on a small island off the far southwest coast of Canada, okay? We're in British Columbia, but off the far southwest coast in the Pacific Ocean here on the southern Gulf Islands. And this is what it looks like here. It's absolutely beautiful. It's peaceful. And there's some really agitated robins out there. Sailors used to get, across the equator. Well, yeah, that's right, they did. Well, Wendy did those on me. You know what I mean? And I just like them because they're kind of like, where are they? I forget what I have. I like Sailor Jerry stuff. So, you know, like that. Sailor Jerry, I got that one years ago. I got a lot of Sailor Jerry kind of like tats on me. And that's why I have those ones. Because Wendy wanted to do some birds on me. Well, I said, well, you might as well do some Sailor Jerry birds on me. Because I like Sailor Jerry. You know, we actually went to Sailor Jerry's tattoo shop on Hotel Street in Honolulu. And I actually have videos of it, you know. And a Puerto Rican guy bought it. It's called Old Ironside Tattoo Shop on Hotel Street in Honolulu. And, you know, I'm looking at the door and there's holes in it, little holes in the door, a couple of holes. And I said, those look like bullet holes. He says, those are bullet holes from back in the day. That's how crazy it was. Anthony, it's a good away from all the bull crap. You know what I mean? No traffic lights, beautiful women. There's beautiful women here too. Lots of beautiful women. That's one right there. That's a beautiful woman right there. She looks pretty beautiful, doesn't she? That's called Lady in White. That's my beautiful woman right there. I'm introducing you. That's my Wendy girl right there. And she's a very talented artist. Now she's making earrings. You know, if you guys want a set of earrings, she'll make you a set of earrings. Any girls out there want some earrings? I don't know how much they're going to cost. Took her like 4 hours to make a pair.
About one earring.
One earring in 4 hours. See, hang on. There we go. Let me spin it around. So this is some of Wendy's art here. She's a really good artist. You're embarrassing her. I'm not embarrassing her. Yeah. I know I don't get embarrassed, but anyway, yeah, there's some of her art.
Two sides of art.
Is that different? Oh, that's the same one.
No, it's the same one. But this is a gift for this girl here.
Hi to you and your lady from beautiful Colorado. Yeah, Colorado is. Have you been to Colorado? Wendy's been all over the States.
No.
She hasn't been to Colorado, but this is some of Wendy's art. She's got a lot. Colorado's supposed to be awesome. Mile High City, Denver. I talk there lots on my two-way radio. Lots to Colorado. So anyway, this is where we are, and you can see the native Douglas firs, and then we can grow all these cool palm trees and stuff here too, because the winters are pretty mild out here on the islands. Well, you really, yeah, she's a really good artist, Wendy. She is an artist. She's a professional artist. That's her job. She's an artist, and she sells her art, right? So we actually have an art gallery here, but yeah, you see some of the paintings. She did these ones yesterday, and then there's some more if you guys like dragonflies and totems, and oh yeah, she's got a lot of different artwork. There's our dog. A lot of different artwork here. It's like an art gallery in here. Yeah. Thanks there, dude from the village. Dude from the village. There, you changed your name. That's better. So, and those are my artwork up there. See those ones? That's what I carve with a chainsaw. I do the tikis, right? I carve the tikis. That's what I do. Right there. I do the Polynesian style tikis. And yeah, here's what we see. This is what Wendy sees when she looks at her kitchen. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it, eh? Hard to believe that you're actually in Canada here. But this is Canada. And then there's an old license plate. Those ones I didn't carve. Those actually, that one we bought, the big one we bought on Maui years ago in 2012, and that one there we bought on Oahu. There's an old 1961 Hawaii license plate. Yeah, there's some old tikis in here. So, yeah, it's a pretty artsy place. Gonna Google map to see where those. Okay, so look up Salt Spring Island. Okay, look up Salt Spring Island. That's the name of the island I live on. Salt Spring Island, Lake, Table Salt, and Bouncy Spring Island. And matter of fact, I did see some Colorado plates the other day. There's a lot of U.S. plates on these islands here. We have a lot of U.S. tourists. Show you how big the figs are getting right now. Oh, I can't wait to eat these figs. I love figs. See, there's a fig there. This tree's loaded with figs. It gets a lot of figs on it. And you can actually pick them right off the sun deck. Look at that. Look at them. Oh, they're so good. You guys like fresh figs? Salt Spring. And go to YouTube and just put in palm trees on Salt Spring and see what you come up with. There's a lot. I'm not the only one that grows palm trees here. Trust me, there's lots of palm trees on this island. It's a very unique island in Canada. We're going to say it's Canada's best kept secret. They call it the Forgotten Hawaiian Islands. You know why they call it the Forgotten Hawaiian Islands? You can Google that. Google the Forgotten Hawaiian Islands of Canada. And because our first settlers were actually Hawaiians and Black Americans, so there's a lot of Hawaiian history here on this island. Look at the jasmine. And look at these bamboo canes, these timber canes. Oh, something just flew over. Huh. Could have been a turkey vulture. But here's one of my tikis here. See, these are driftwood tikis, and I carve them with a chainsaw. And I got a lot of them around. I've shipped them all over. I haven't shipped any to Colorado yet, but I've shipped a couple of different places in North Carolina. I've shipped to Tennessee, Florida, Arizona, Wisconsin, California, Hawaii, and I've shipped to Australia. I've shipped to Europe. And then I've shipped to some other states too. Can't remember all the states I've shipped to. Washington State. They're in Washington State. I'll flip this around. Gulf Island, yeah, Gulf Island Rock. And the reason we call it Gulf Island Rock, this is Wendy's channel, it's because when people live on this island, we call it the Rock. And you know why we call it the Rock? Scroll Anthony Chihuahua, I like that name. Greetings from Brazil. You know what? I talk to a lot of people in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil. So I have a lot of friends in Brazil, beautiful Brazil in South America. That's where I'd like to go, man. That would be an awesome place too. Like to see. There's a lot of states I'd like to see too. Colorado's always interested me. Arkansas, Brazil and South America. Oh, I live in Goya. So I tell you what, I'll tell you something. So I'm going to show you something. I have another YouTube channel. This is Wendy's YouTube channel. I'm just doing a video for my wife. I do live stream. See, there's my radio room right there. See that building? See that big antenna up there? There's another antenna there. That big antenna right there, I talked to Brazil. And I turn it around. It's got a motor on it. It was a motor. That's a little motor right there. Rotor. And I turned it towards South America, and I talked to my friends in Brazil, right? And there's another antenna there. So that's the radio room there. Okay, only 24-hour straight drive, no stopping. 50. Oh, is that what it is? But you got to take a ferry here. The only way to get here is by ferry boat. And I'll tell you what, once you get through the U.S. border, we're technically, I'll tell you what there, Anthony, but technically our island is across from Washington State, so we're the same latitude. We're on the very northern point of Salt Spring Island, okay? I'm on the very northern tip, Wendy and I. And if I drew a straight line across, I would be in Birch Bay, Washington. The southern end of our island is about 90 miles north of Seattle as the crow flies. So technically our island should be in the United States. And I don't know who ever drew these maps up back in the day, but we are below the 49th parallel here. We're 48 degrees north latitude, so I wish we were in the States. Well, when the States liberates us, we will be in the States, because I like to live in the States. Why is the plural of mouse mice? The awesomeness. 29 houses and ice. That's good. And Magnus, good to have you in there. And Anthony and the dude from the village. That's a way better name. Dude from the village. That's a good name. Put your other YouTube links. Okay, so my other YouTube channel is Banana JSSI. Okay, Banana JSSI. And I think there's links under this one. If you go to this channel, you'll see links, and Jungle Josie video games. There's also a Canadian town south of the border. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's one called, there's actually, if you go to southern Ontario, it's well below the border. Southern point of Ontario is the same latitude as northern California. And there's also another town south of Vancouver called Point Roberts. If you look up Point Roberts, it's actually Washington State, okay? And the weird thing about it is it's USA, but our islands are at a lower latitude and we're in Canada. It just doesn't make sense to me. The whole bottom portion of Vancouver Island is Canadian when technically it should be in the USA. Um, I would like to go into my radio room and show you, but if I go over there, I'm probably going to lose signal. If I disappear sometimes for a few minutes, it's because the signal dies out on this crappy Starlink. It does that sometimes. The Starlink system is up on the roof, and I have it at the other end of the house, so maybe I'm just too far from it or something, but sometimes it dies out. But the Southern Gulf Islands here are a pretty unique area. It's a Mediterranean type climate, so we get wet winters. Occasional snowfall, never usually lasts that long, and summers are warm and dry with low humidity. But yeah, Canadian town south of the border, and there's actually a town in Minnesota, I think it's Minnesota, that's actually, you have to get around and go into Canada to get to it because it's on the other side of the lake. And I've seen it before, and I've watched a YouTube video of it. It's pretty crazy. I'll tell you something else. I've never seen snow in... There we go. Sorry, it died. What happens? Sometimes it dies on me, the stream. But yeah, no, we get snow. We had snow this past winter. In February, we had our first snowfall and our last snowfall. It was February, and we had about 3 or 4 days of snow, then it was all gone. Snow was awesome. Managed to have it for 3 months. Yeah, and you know what? I used to do a lot of skiing, Anthony, up at Whistler area. You know, you've heard of Whistler. So I used to ski at Blackcomb Mountain beside Whistler, and I'd ski at all the local mountains in Vancouver, but I know there's amazing skiing in Colorado, right? I mean, Denver is Mile High City. So you're definitely going to get snow in Colorado. And you go down into southern Colorado, it's probably almost desert-like there, right? So great difference in climate probably to down in the lowlands, right? There's Fort Collins, Colorado, and then, of course, there's Denver. And I mean, there's so many different towns and cities in Colorado. Was stationed at Bremerton, Washington. I've been to Bremerton. We used to have friends that lived in Bremerton, Gig Harbor, which was just south of, I think it was just south of Seattle near Tacoma, right? And he was actually in the Navy too. I'm trying to think, his name was Grant. He was in the Army. So we'd go down there. You're in Denver. Cool. I've talked to Denver lots on my two-way radio. I've got lots of postcards and QSL cards from Denver. And that would be a beautiful place to be. It's funny, the people I talk to on my radio, the guys that I talk to in Denver, I always get out so good on their two-way radios because it's so high there. There's nothing obstructing the radio waves. I mean, if you're a mile high, man, you're going to get out better than anybody else. So that'd be a great place to set up an antenna in Denver. I'm only 160 feet above sea level here, and my antenna is only about 26 foot to the boom. But if I lived in Denver, I'd be getting heard a lot better, I'll tell you that. That's a good place to be if you're into radio communications. Mile High City, right? The world time clock is in Fort Collins, Colorado. You've probably heard of Fort Collins. There's actually a world time clock on the radio, and that's what it is. You've earned a sub, bro. Hey, thanks, Anthony, for coming in there, brother. Come on anytime and make yourself at home. And we do actually have the American flags flying in my radio room. I have American friends send them to me, right? And my wife used to live in North Dakota when she was a kid. She lived down in North Dakota. I think it was Fargo, North Dakota, or somewhere down there. Was it Fargo? Where'd you live? Fargo? I keep forgetting. I think it's Fargo. Yeah. What is the most traditional food? Fish. We eat a lot of seafood here. Lamb. There's a lot of sheep farms, so lamb and seafood. No, I'm not American. I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada, man. This is the Gulf Islands here in the North Pacific. We're off the far southwest coast of British Columbia. These are our native trees here, right? So those are Pacific Madrona. They look very tropical. The bark peels like eucalyptus, and they're green year round. The only place in Canada they grow is on these islands here. So yeah, I'm off in a long time, like 3.5 decades here. My parents bought here in the 1970s. So, and Wendy's been here for 22 years on this island. So, but no, this is Canada, but a very unique part of Canada. And that's why I do these live streams, so people can learn about places like this, because most people don't even know that these islands exist. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy to think that this stuff grows in any part of Canada, but in this part of Canada, there's some license plates from the States: Maine, California, North Dakota, and then Panama. There's some from Alberta, British Columbia, Hawaii. British Columbia, 1959. But seafood is, that's what we have here. A lot of seafood. There's fresh seafood here all the time. Beaches are covered in oysters, mussels, clams. We have lots of crabs here, red rock crab. We have sea urchins and salmon, different types of salmon, halibut, lingcod, rockfish, octopus, everything in the ocean. We have the Pacific Ocean around us, right? So, and then farther out off the west coast of our big island, you get tuna. So we have tuna boats, prawns, lots of prawns, shrimp. You name it, it's here. Squid, we got it in our ocean here off the islands. I'm far away from the sea. Oh, okay, yeah, we're close. I'm across street from the ocean here. Wendy and I live right across street. My name is Joe. Joe. People here call me Banana Joe. So my YouTube channel, my own YouTube channel is Banana J SSI. Check it out. Banana J SSI. Banana Joe. So Banana J stands for Banana Joe. SSI stands for Salt Spring Island. Okay, so Banana J SSI is my YouTube channel. And I've been YouTubing since 2008. Joe Anthony. That's my name, Joe Anthony. You know what? My middle name is Joe. My middle name is Anthony. That's crazy. My middle name is Anthony, which Tony is short for Anthony. That's pretty wild. So check it out. Also check out Jungle Joe C. Videogate. C is initial of my last name. So nice to meet you, Anthony, and welcome aboard. Check out more of the live streams here on Jungle Joe or Gulf Island Rock. Like I say, this is Wendy's channel. I'm going to show you something super cool. There's her little gallery over there. That little gallery way over there. I did subscribe to your... Oh, did you? Okay, thanks, dude from the village. Awesome. Thanks for coming. Dude from the village is in Israel, man. That's pretty cool. I don't think I have anybody else in here from Israel. Yeah, my middle name is Anthony. My first name is Joe. My name is Daniel Rodriguez. Nice. Hey, I like that name. Daniel Rodriguez. Good to have you in there, Magnus. That's a good name. So that's Wendy's little art gallery there. And this is our courtyard. The jasmine is so fragrant in the morning. You know, like you come out early in the morning and this beautiful jasmine vines. It smells like Hawaii in here. I planted these in 1999 when they were little tiny. Yeah, it's a little paradise here. It's crazy. This is only part of it. You should see it, man. This garden is big. Like it's a massive exotic. These are hibiscus. They're not blooming yet. But if you go down here, it's like the tropics down there. There's so many palm trees and big ones all through the garden. And there's lots of cactus in there too. We have a big cactus patch and figs. The kiwi vines are loaded. We have big kiwi vines. Those are all kiwi vines all through there. They're huge and lots of kiwis. So I did a video. Daniel from Brazil, beautiful Brazil. I did a video on the kiwi vines earlier, so you can see it on the shorts. I do a lot of shorts here. Wendy likes her hydrangeas. These are hydrangeas. Wendy loves hydrangea. Look at these things, aren't they beautiful? I was a gardener for the Parks Department before I retired. So for a long time, I did gardening for the Parks Department. And then we have a nursery here. We have actually a palm tree nursery. So I grow palms from seed, and I'm just shipping some seed. I just harvested some today. I'm shipping some to Ireland, right? So I ship all over the world. Chihuahua, our little dog. You want to see our little dog? I'll show you our little dog. Hey, Kahu, come here. Come here. The people want to meet this little dog. He's about the size of a Chihuahua. Hey, Kahu. Hey, where are you? Kahu, come here. You want to see this little dog? Look at him. Look at this little dog. Come here, you. Come here. Say hi. Come here. Come on, he's getting old. He's pretty crazy life. Yeah, come here. Hey, come here, punk. Hey. He's so funny. He's probably going to piss on something. He is. There he is. He's pissing on the pile of leaves. You see him? He's a 12-year-old. He's over 12 years old now. He's a little Yorkie Havanese. You are the funny little dog. He's a cute little guy. Come here, you. He's getting slower in his old age, but he still does have bursts of energy. Are you going to say hi to everybody? Come here. Let's see your face. Look at that face. Let's see your ears. You want a treat? Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Yorkanese. Yeah, there we go. Yorkanese. Right on. He's in his own little world. I know. Wendy gets him groomed every 6 months. There was 8 in the litter, and Wendy got him when he was just like a little puppy. So he's born on April 3rd, 2013. So he turned 12 on April 3rd. Did you want to get a treat? Hey, do you want to get a treat? He loves a treat. Let's get you a treat. You want to get a treat? Come on. I'll follow you to the treat drawer. We actually have a treat. You want to get a treat? Come on. Let's get a treat. Come on. Come on. He's funny. Let's go get him a treat. He's a cute little guy. Look at you. Do you want to get a treat? Do you want a treat? This is what he does. He puts on his little show. You get a prance? Are you gonna prance for the people? You want to get a treat? Let's do some prancing. Come here. Come on. Okay. Let's get you a treat. What treat do we have? Dude from the village. Gotta like dude from the village. Hey, what treat should I give him, Wendy? Oh, is this open? Oh, these look good. Chicken breasts. Well, I like breasts, so I'm sure he'll like breasts too. So, is this open? There we go. Oh, man. Should I give him a whole one? Can I give him a whole one?
I suppose, but I'm really not supposed to. That's a lot.
Oh, okay, hang on. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Come here, you. He always runs away with it. Anthony Chihuahua. Gulf IslandRock. So cute, yeah.
You're here.
Oh, she's watching. She's actually watching.
You just showed up.
That's so funny. I see your name on there. I said, what the hell? There's another Gulf IslandRock watching.
Showed up.
Anyway, isn't he cute? That's Kahu. His name's Kahu. And Kahu,
Hey.
what? Yeah, it's all right. And Kahu is short for Kahualave. And Kahualave is the smallest of 8 Hawaiian islands. So let me do this. Hello, Magnus. So Kahualave, you know what Kahualave is? I'll tell you what Kahualave is. Kahualave is the smallest of 8 Hawaiian islands. So, Ninja Guppy. Hello, Ninja Guppy. Good to have you in there, buddy. Everyone knows it's Wendy, the song Wendy. Yeah, actually, Bruce Springsteen sung a song about Wendy. Do you know the history of Wendy? Do you know where the name Wendy came from? Does anybody know where the history of Wendy, that name? I learned this from Wendy when I met her. Does anybody know where the name Wendy came from? When it came about? It's not a very old name. Does anybody know? I can't even give you any clues, but I'll tell you if you don't guess it in a few minutes. Does anybody know the history of the name Wendy? Because it's not a super, super old name. It didn't exist in the 80s, I can tell you that. You have no idea. The first Wendy's the fast food restaurant. Yeah, it is actually the fast food restaurant. We don't have any fast food restaurants on this island. There's no traffic lights, there's no street lights, there's no fast food restaurants, there's no box stores on this island. Okay, it's pretty remote to get here. It's great. Wendy, the name Wendy came from the book Peter Pan. And Peter Pan, the very first Wendy, we're live again. Sorry about that. The internet died for a minute. So the very first Wendy was a lady named who starred in Wendy in the play in Britain, Hilda Trevelyan. And Hilda Trevelyan was the very first. That's where the name Wendy came from. That was her name in Peter Pan, the play. And she starred in about 900 or so Peter Pans. Yeah, the only Wendy I know is fast food. That's funny. Would you like to see Peter Pan? And you no, this is like the play, like before the cartoon, long before the cartoon, there was a play. Yeah, you didn't know that about Peter Pan. Yeah, so Wendy was the girl in Peter Pan. And you want to actually see a picture of the lady that starred as the very first Wendy in Peter Pan? Would you like to see a picture of her? I bought my Wendy something very unique. And would you like to see it? Okay, wait here, and I'll come right back and I'll show you something super cool. I'm giving them the history of the name Wendy. Your subscribers have gone up, by the way. Okay, so this is an autograph signed postcard here of Hilda Trevelyan. This lady right here was the very first Wendy in Peter Pan, and that's where the name came from. It was this made-up name, and she was the star in Peter Pan, and her name was Wendy in the play and in the book, right? So this picture was taken over 100 years ago, and this is an autographed photograph of Hilda Trevelyan. And there we go. Jesse Barr. Hey, good to have you in there, man. You got me wondering. Yeah, Google it. Look this up. Look up her name, okay? Google this name. Miss Hilda I'll hold it up to the thing there so you can see. If you Google that name, just go Hilda Trevelyan and see what you come up with, and it'll tell you. But her top of the morning, yeah, I wish it was morning. I was at work at 4:40 a.m. in the morning. So that is the very first Wendy from Peter Pan, right there. That's where the name came from, which is kind of cool. And you know what? Jesse's mom's name is also Wendy, and Jesse is a ain't waiting. I'm a Magnus. I'm a go with you. 9 p.m. there. Wow, is it really 9 p.m. there? I'm gonna see what time it is here. I don't know what time it is here. I gotta find my watch. It doesn't have it on my screen here. It is it's 4:46 p.m. Pacific time here. We're the same time zone as California, right? So we're Pacific time zone. So 9, so you're 4 hours ahead. 8:50, yeah, so you're 4 hours ahead of us. Or yeah, 4 hours ahead of us in Brazil. That is pretty cool. Is it a famous story in Canada? Yes, it is. Peter Pan is a famous story in the United States, Canada, but I think it was started in England, right? That's where Peter Pan came from, England. And I've never read the book. I remember seeing the cartoon when I was a kid, like the story. But that's and you know the interesting thing about this lady, okay? My gal was born in 1959, at the beginning of December. And this lady died at in November, about 3 weeks, November 1959, about 3 weeks before my Wendy was born. I says, well, maybe this lady, maybe my Wendy is reincarnation of this lady right here. Huh? What do you think of that? I like Peter Pan. Disney, yeah, it's kind of a Disney thing, right? Jesse Barr, Anthony says hello from Colorado. I'm new how to read Fahrenheit. I can read Fahrenheit. Yeah, I can do both. I can do Celsius and Fahrenheit. What's the inscription say here? Right here. I'll put it up close to the screen so you can say. And the picture was taken by right there. So this was a postcard because she was a famous lady back then, right? And so the pictures of her postcard, and she signed the postcard. This is an autographed postcard. 38.33 Celsius. Yeah, it's 21. So it's over 100 degrees there. Holy cow, it's about 21 degrees Celsius. That's hot. And I know it gets way hotter in Colorado. Or sorry, Israel. You're in Israel. Israel gets very, very hot. I heard one of my friends, her kids live in Dubai. They live in Dubai, and she says it gets so hot there you can't even really go outside. She says like over 40 degrees Celsius. When she was there, it was like 43, 44 degrees Celsius. 45 degrees Celsius. Holy cow. I would melt, man. That would be a warm beer right there. Wendy poured me this beer when it was cold. It's lasted me a long time. Not really a big beer. Beer once in a while is actually good on a hot day. 22 there, and it's 21. Last time I looked, it was 21 here. So 22 degrees Celsius. That's a good temperature, 22 degrees Celsius. 45. Can you hear the ravens? I give them food. I leave food for the ravens, and they come down to the compost, and I leave bread out there and treats for them. So they hear those? We have a family of ravens that come and visit us every day. And when they see my face, they come down and they know they're going to get food. But 45 degrees Celsius is pretty darn toasty. And at 45 degrees Celsius, I think you probably want to be in some shade or maybe actually in the house with some air conditioning. I'm under 3 blankets shivering cold. Oh, no way. Well, Joe, I've enjoyed meeting you and your paradise. Nice meeting you, Magnus, and I'll look forward to more. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Anthony. I like to scroll through. Live stream just crapped out again. But anyway, thanks for popping in, Anthony Chihuahua. Have a great day. And stop in anytime, man. Anytime, you're welcome on Gulf Island Rock. And nice meeting you, for sure. And I'm sure Wendy will say the same thing. But thanks, Anthony, for popping in. Like I say, anytime, you're more than welcome on Gulf Island Rock. I used to do a lot of live streams on Banana JSSI and actually live gates on Jungle Josie video gates. Maybe I'll have to do that again soon. I have a lot of YouTube channels on Banana JSSI, like literally thousands and thousands of YouTube videos on Banana JSSI. This channel has quite a few thousand videos on it as well. Antonio's what My great uncle called me. Now, that's Antonio. There you go. Well, I'm Italian. Okay. So in Italian, it'd be like Giuseppe Antonio Clemente, right? Giuseppe Antonio. I am Italian, and family is from southern Italy. Dad's side of the family is from Reggio Calabria, Reggio di Calabria in the southern part of Italy, on the toe of the boot, facing Sicily. But I was born in Vancouver, and I've never been to Italy yet. I've never been to Brazil. I've never been to Colorado. I've been to lots of different states, but I haven't been to Colorado yet. I knew a Giuseppe Filardi. That is definitely Italian. Definitely Italian. Blame the autocorrect. Darn autocorrect. I can't stand that sometimes. Do you guys like Italian food? I love Italian food, but I like Mexican food. I like Chinese food, Japanese food, all the different types of food. And I like East Indian food too. I love curry. Oh, I like a good curry. Good East Indian food, authentic. When you go into a restaurant and you see a lot of East Indians eating in that East Indian restaurant, you know it's good food. Cheers, man. Have a good one. Jesse, my favorite is, yeah, I love Mexican. Oh, I like burritos, enchiladas. We found a really good Mexican restaurant in, thanks, Anthony. If you one day come Brazil, don't go to Rio de Janeiro. Really? Is it pretty crazy there? How about the Copacabana? How about the beach? Hey, the beach would be a good place. The beaches in Brazil look really nice, really tropical. But we found a really good, authentic Mexican place in Victoria. A lot is there. It's a violent city, is that right, eh? I didn't know that. It's not violent here. It's very safe on this island. Very, very safe. You can go to a bank machine at night and you don't have to worry about anything, man. This is a very safe island. Nobody bothers you here. I know everybody on this island. Most people. I don't know the tourists. A lot of tourists here right now. So many tourists. But the Gulf Islands are a very safe place in Canada. This is not a city. We're an unincorporated island. We have a village. We have 2 villages here. Best part of Brazil is the south, like Rio Grande. Oh, I bet you. And the plants. Everything grows in Brazil. It's so tropical there. Brazil is a big country. But you said you're eating healthy these days. You want to stop the... No. I eat healthy. I always eat pretty healthy. I'm a pretty healthy eater. But when I eat Mexican, it's not all the time. I don't eat Mexican a lot, but once in a while I do. So if we go to Victoria, which is maybe, for me, maybe once every 6 weeks or longer, then I'll have some Mexican food. Oh, make sure to drop a comment on my page, Joe, and everyone. Okay, I will do that. Anthony, I will do that. I'll check you out on YouTube. Cool. Well, thanks for coming in, brother. See my monster pizza I make. Oh, I like pizza too, but I can't really eat a lot of that stuff. The cholesterol thing I got to watch, but I love a good pizza. There's an Italian place here, little hole in the wall, a true Italian deli, and he makes amazing, amazing pizza. So I like marinara sauce. I like the tomato sauce, right? It doesn't even have to have a lot of cheese on it, but lots of vegetables and stuff like that. It's like, interesting fact in Brazil, there's more cows than people. Really? You're kidding. It's like here, we probably have more deer than people. See you later, Anthony. Adios. Shaka wave and aloha from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. It's Wendy was in Arizona, in March. She had a blast. She went to Sedona and Mesa. And then we were up in Alaska in May. We had a good time. We love the States. All our holidays are mostly in the States. Most of our holidays we take are in the USA. We were married. I was married in the States too. First time and second time. First time on the island of Oahu, and second time Wendy and I were married on Maui. We were married on the island of Maui. That's coming up our 9th year wedding anniversary at the end of November, which is cool, man. Time flies when you're having fun. Wendy's a great gal. Wendy and I have been together for over 13 years now, and she's just a sweet lady, very, very sweet lady, and very talented. She likes to build. She likes to paint, and she's very crafty, right? And we have 2 accommodations here too. She runs 2 accommodations, so keeps her busy, right? And then me, I'm retired, but I took on a part-time job 3 days a week. I have a cousin who lives in Boston. He's coming Brazil. Oh, cool. Boston, I'd like to see too. You need to visit Thailand. Yep, my ex-wife and my daughter actually went to Thailand too, and then they went over to Vietnam, and they loved Thailand. The food's good there too. I work with Thai people. I work with a few Thai gals. And lots of Filipinos. I work with a lot of Filipinos, Thai, couple of Chinese, Cambodian. I work with some Cambodian, but Thailand would be good. I think it's pretty cheap there too. The problem with going to the States, and I love the States, it's just that the American dollars were so much more than the crappy, useless Canadian dollar. And I love the American dollar, man. When it's funny when people come to Wendy at the market, and she's a vendor at the market every Saturday, says, "Is it okay if we pay in American money?" And Wendy goes, "Yeah, isn't Thailand the country with?" Yeah, I think there's a lot of ladyboys in there. You got to watch who you're dating out there, man. End up taking a chick home, and it's a dude, right? Dude with a frickin' package. You don't want that. Yeah, and some of those dudes look like girls. That's scary, man. That is scary. I think there's a lot of lady boys in Thailand. So you know what? You got to watch who you're dating over there, man. That would be freaky. It's like the song by the Kinks, Lola. She walked like a woman but talked like a man. Right? I saw the Kinks in concert long time ago, back in '83 in Vancouver. But yeah, there is lady boys. Man, if the Canadian dollar is trash, yeah, Canadian dollar's trash, Magnus. It is. It's I think 30 cents different on the American dollar at least. So $1 American will get you a buck 30 Canadian. So $1,000 American will get you 1,300 Canadian. Our coin is worth. Yeah, ours is not very good, man. It's broke, and the because of this government, it's just like putting us farther into the hole. I think that's their plan, though, is just to run us into the poorhouse. They have an agenda. $1, 6 Brazilian reals. Is that right? $1. So American dollar, Magnus, American dollar or a Canadian dollar? Because our Canadian dollar is crap. American dollar. I even love the looks of American money. I love the looks of an American flag. You know, I'm not too happy with Canada these days, just the way things have been going with politics and all the boneheads that voted this liberal government in. So, not too happy. That is a very scary. A date a ladyboy. Oh, can you imagine that? Oh my God. No, I like real women, thank you. I'm not into a chick with a dick, if you know what I mean. They're not even chicks. You can't call them chicks. So it's just a chick pretending to be a guy pretending to be a girl. That's the way I see it is. But whatever turns your crank. Some guys are into that stuff. I'm not into that stuff, man. I'm straight and I like women, real women. But yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot, man. You know, you think you're going to go out and get this nice, beautiful woman in Thailand. You take her back to the hotel or him, and you start taking her clothes off, and it's a dude, man. It's like, oh, I'd be out of there fast, man. I'd be out of there really fast. And I wouldn't tell anybody about it either. It's like, oh my God, that'd be freaking scary. Be gross. No, thank you. But you know what? I still would like to see Thailand. Um, I don't know if I'd want to go to Bangkok. I think I'd like to see the outskirts and up in the mountains and stuff like that because they do actually have mountains in Thailand. I think they have elephants in Thailand too, and good food, and the people are nice. I know. Could you imagine that? You know the Kink song Lola? That's what it's about. It came out in 1970, and the Kink song Lola is about that. I had a JL had a good time with a ladyboy. I'm sure you had. No, thank you. Not for this dude. No way, man. Mm-mm. I wouldn't be mean to them, but I sure now wouldn't want them. I'd say bye bye on your merry way. But I think they're hookers. I think that's what they are. I think that's what the lady boys are. I think most of them are like prostitutes, right? I'm sure we have them here too in Canada. I wouldn't really know because I've been with the same woman for a long time, and the last woman I was with was 27 years. I was with her. I'm heterosexual for that kind. Yeah, same with me, man. I'm 100% straight. Glad to be straight. So far from gay, it's not even funny, man. I like women. I don't even know how anybody could be gay, but I guess you're born that way and you can't help it. So whatever turns your crank, that's just not my thing, man. I like girls, real ones, not fake ones, not fake ones, man. There's a lot of fake ones out there. Yeah, dude from the village. Yep, yeah, a fresh cut. Love it. Oh God, no, thank you, man. No. Where's those moderators? Better watch it. There's a moderator in there, JL. We got Jesse in there. Jesse might nuke you real soon. KKKKK. Magnus. But anyway, I hope you're having a good day wherever you're at. It's a beautiful day here. And actually, we did have a little bit of rain last night, but it wasn't even enough to keep the dust down. And right now, we got blue sky and sunshine. And temperature's gone up a little bit. I can feel it. But it's a nice day. And now I got 5 days off. 5 days off. Good night in my case. Oh, okay. Good night. Have a good one, Magnus. Cheers to you. And we'll see you soon. Ew, gross, man. That's so gross. JL. What does JL stand for? I'm always curious what JL stands for. 22C3. No way. And you're under 3 blankets, man. Look at how I'm dressed. Man, oh man. When I got up this morning, it was 19.8. It was 19.8 degrees Celsius. And that was at 3, just before 4 a.m. this morning. And I stepped outside. I go, man, is it ever warm out? Then I looked at my weather station, said 19.8. It's like, and there was actually a fair bit of cloud cover around, but it was absolutely beautiful today. Just absolutely beautiful. You're Canadian, man. You're used to the cold. Yeah, but you know what? The summer's than the rest of Canada. So it never gets. But I tell you one thing, when you see these palm trees, cold as the rest of Canada, because this is the only place in Canada you're ever going to grow these things year round without winter protection. And I do emphasize that, without winter protection. They grow only along the Pacific coast, Vancouver, Vancouver Island and suburbs of Vancouver near the ocean. You're going to be growing these things, not a problem. So yeah, no. And this is how I am dressed. I'm dressed like this. Got the shorts on, right? I dress for summer. The summers here are really nice. There's low humidity. There's no bugs to bother you here. No bugs. And this darn internet keeps dying on me, man. That's Star Choice. Yeah, I got a ocean breeze right now. It's feeling really, really good out here. So, but you know what? I'm glad she. I says, why do we need a bigger sun deck? She says, no. We're going to use it more. So it gets pretty freaking hot back here, though. This is south facing, so it gets just freaking cooking. Yeah, we don't have bugs here. You can sit out here and you don't have any mosquitoes or bugs to bother you. Nothing to bite you. That's a nice thing about these islands here, right? But I know there's some places you sit out there and you get eaten by mosquitoes. Or you get bit. But there was some years where you'd have a barbecue and then the wasps would come, but this year, nothing. So far, so good, knock on wood. But, you'd open up the barbecue and they'd smell the salmon and you'd have all these hornets and wasps all over the salmon, right? It was annoying. Cheers to you. There's the little bunny. Cheers. It's actually a warm beer now. She poured that thing about an hour ago. So, what color of interior of your house painted? Man, I miss my room this week. Really? I'll tell you. Well, it's different colors. I think I'll show you. Wendy painted it. She painted this. She stained this whole house. Like a decade ago, the house used to be gray. She painted the trim. We put the trim on that one, but black and then gray. So black trim, gray, and then kind of a barn red stain, but it's white. It's kind of white. It's very bright in here. And then Wendy's son put that window in. Wendy modified this place, man, big time, right? Ask me or call, man. I sleep. Okay, have a good one. 3 p.m. in the night. As always, take care, man. Hey, wishing you a great day tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, Dude from the Village. I like your name, Dude from the Village. That's a very cool name, Dude from the Village in beautiful Israel. You have a good sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to do a live stream tomorrow at some point. It might be later, but I will try to do one. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a good sleep and have a better day tomorrow. See, it's too hot out there for him. He don't like it. I know. He doesn't like it out there. Too hot. Is that too hot for you, Kahu? Yeah, he's getting old. So in the hot days, he likes to be inside where it's a little cooler. But yeah, it's mostly white, the house, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, we don't need to show them.
No, I just wanted to see what color it is. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I like some colors.
Okay, that's the color of the house. It's a Salt Spring house. The builder built it for himself, right? And when I bought it, it was pretty new back in the day. It's only a couple of years old. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's nothing fancy, but I mean, it's cozy, right? It's a pretty cozy place. I like it. We heat it with wood. You're gonna paint your room this week? Cool. What color? Our room is just white. Most of the rooms are just white. So Wendy likes bright. She likes a bright house. So it's pretty bright in there, and we got lots of windows, and it gets lots of sunshine here. We get sun. When the sun's shining, we get sun all day. You know, and we actually do have some shady areas. If you want, you can go into the forest. We have the forest. This house? No, I don't think it's fancy. I don't think this house is fancy at all, really. I think it's just kind of plain. It's I mean, yeah, it's just an island home. They have the look about them, right? It's not like a city home. It's got some pretty funky windows in it too. There's a window there, that's the bedroom there, and then it's got more windows on the other side. You're kind of looking at through the jungle. There's a window right through there. You can see it. It's hard to see. You can see it up through there. Window up in there. And I look at palms. Yeah, I don't think this house is too fancy. You should see there's some really fancy houses on this island. But this one here, I think it was built around 1990, something like that. So, but I like it. My kids grew up here. All of my kids grew up on this house. And now they all live over on the big island. They're all over on Vancouver Island, right? All my kids are all grown up now. That's what happens, man. They grow up fast. And they all went to school here. They went to play school, kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school, and then they all had jobs here, and now they're all gone. They're all over on the big island. My oldest son's down in Victoria. My daughter's in Duncan. Or no, my middle son's in Duncan. And actually, my middle son is going to be 25 in a few days. It's the 9th today. 4 more days, he's going to be 25. Well, thanks, Magnus. Yeah, we like it. It's a nice place. It's a cozy house, but honestly, I don't really think it's that fancy. It's in a nice location. That's what I like about it. It's really, really a nice location. It's quiet. There's no neighbors, and we can walk to the beach across the street. But you don't see the beach. Well, you can see the beach through the forest. You can see it sparkling through the trees. And there's a little trail through the forest, a 5-minute walk to the beach. It's just really beautiful down there. It's like this private white crushed shell. Very, very calm here. And that's how we heat our house with wood. I split a lot of firewood each winter. Usually each winter I split about 3 cords. And I just chainsawed some wood up the other day. But I think this winter I am not going to split any wood. I think this year we're just going to buy some firewood. It's going to be easier than me going out there busting my ass and splitting wood. A lot of times I haul it from down in the ravine. I haul it up a big old logging road around the backside of the property. And I do a lot of splitting, man. But this year, I think I'm going to take a break from splitting 3 cords. I'm going to have to split some, but I'm not going to split 3 cords of wood. And we have a beautiful wood stove. It's like a Pacific Energy airtight wood stove. And it gets this house toasty hot all winter long. And it actually saves on heat bill. Because if we had to use electric heat, it would cost a lot of money to heat. So it cost us next to nothing to heat our home because our wood is for free, actually, because we have trees. We have trees here. So we want some firewood. We cut down. So I think next 2 trees, like I like to cut that one down and that one down. That's a lot of firewood. So that's like a season of firewood right there. That one tree will heat the house for the winter. And then that one there will heat it the next winter. Those are Douglas fir trees. They're 120 feet tall. And that's good firewood too. See those arbutus trees over there? That's really hard wood. Hey, Wendy. And there's Wendy right there. Well, actually, Hilda. So, yeah, it's cool that your mom's name is Wendy too. I've always wanted to fireplace for the winter. It's actually quite nice. You know, I'd rather live in the tropics, but you do need a fireplace here, man. Otherwise, you're going to freeze your hiney off in the winter. Unfortunately, it's not cold enough here. Yeah, no, but here it definitely gets cold enough. Winter days here are usually around 7 or 8 degrees Celsius, and low temperatures maybe around 2, 3, sometimes they're 5. But once in a while we get a cold snap where the temperature is going to get down to 0 degrees Celsius and below. This past winter, the coldest temperature was minus 3.9 degrees Celsius. We had a one night low of minus 3.9 degrees Celsius, so 25 Fahrenheit. That was it. Not that cold if you want to compare it to the rest of Canada. The rest of Canada gets damn cold, minus 30s, minus 40s, something like that, right? So, like I say, if it doesn't get cold enough to kill the palm trees, then you know the winters are not that cold here if you can grow palm trees. I can only live in areas of Canada where you can grow palm trees. That determines where I can live, right there, right behind me. Those palm trees have been outside for over 30 years, right? So it doesn't get cold enough to harm those palms. And I like them on a winter day. Man, I remember 29, it got 9 degrees. 9 degrees Celsius? 9 degrees Celsius, that's nice. 9 degrees Celsius. But, you know, if you're in the tropics, that is cold, man. That would be cold, 9 degrees Celsius. If you're in the tropics in Brazil, you would be freezing to death. I know, I remember being in Hawaii one night, and the weatherman said it's going to get down to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. No, it was a little bit colder than that. It got down, yeah, it was maybe 68, 67, and the locals were all bundled up. The local Hawaiian dudes were wearing sweatshirts. Some of them had jackets on like this. I was dressed like this on Maui. Cool, you could feel it, and it was around, yeah, it was in the 60s. It got down to 67 or 68, which was pretty cold for Maui, because usually the nighttime temperatures are in the 70s, right, low 70s, and I think the record cold there is around 56, something like that, which is really cold for Maui. So that would be around 12 13 degrees Celsius. I think 13 degrees Celsius might be the coldest that Maui has been. Frigid if you're a local. If you're, oh, that is, yeah, 9 degrees is really cold if you're living in a tropical or subtropical place. But, you know, I'll tell you something really interesting. Florida is like, you know, a pretty balmy, palmy tropical place. In the past, snowflakes have fallen as far south as Miami. Back in February 1899, they had the worst freeze ever. And places like Tallahassee, Florida, in northern Florida, got down to -2 degrees Fahrenheit. So that'd be about -20 degrees Celsius. It got down to in Tallahassee, Florida. Do you know what the coldest temperature ever recorded here on this island is? -15 degrees Celsius, so 5 above Fahrenheit. It was -20 in northern Florida. So it's been cold than it's been here on this island in Canada. Go figure, right? That's just the way it works. And that would be crazy, wouldn't it? So Tallahassee, Florida. There we go. I'm live again. Sorry about that. It died on me. That's what happens sometimes. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. The Starlink system works. You know, one time I saw the Starlink satellites going over, and how in the heck does a signal here if it's on the other side of the planet? I don't know. I don't quite understand how Starlink works. We have a flat little thing on our roof, and I know the signal comes down from the satellite, but if the satellite's on the other side of the planet, how is it beaming a signal to that thing on my roof? How does that actually even work? I don't get it. I know how that works. You know, this I can understand more. See that antenna? I'm shooting a signal. It bounces off the ionosphere when I'm talking skip. So that's called a flat side Yagi. It's a horizontal beam. And most long distance waves, when I'm talking 11 meter band, run horizontal. And that sends a signal. And what happens? It's called skip. Long distance signals, it bounces from the Earth to the ionosphere and it skips along. It skips along. So I know how that works. But I really don't understand how these Starlink things work. Honestly, less than 15 degrees and I'm not. Is that right? No way. Well, this morning, like I say, when I got up, it was 19.8 degrees Celsius, and it was nice working. I was actually too hot. I had my Harley waffle shirt on. I took it off. I was doing gardening today, and I was done at 10:40 a.m. in the morning. I'm done early. I work Tuesday to Thursday, and I only work 6 hours, so I'm done very early. So I can beat the heat when it gets warm out. But I know in Mexico they have siestas. I think in southern Italy they have siesta too, right? So when it gets too hot, they go home and they have a nap. So they'll work in the morning and then they come back later on in the day in Mexico, right? That's the way it works there. And they're smart. You know, those Mexicans know what to do. That's how they beat the heat. So how's it? See, we're 1 hour and 2 minutes and 57 seconds into it. I'll go for another maybe 8 or 9 minutes and then I'll pull the plug in. Then I got to think about it. Wendy made some great hamburgers. And then the night before, we did steak. And I think the night before that, we had steak too. Wendy likes steak. Wendy loves a good steak. So I don't know what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Give me some suggestions. Do we have any fish? I don't know. We could always go out for dinner too. I must smoke a cigarette. I'm needing one. Oh, you need to have a smoke. That's an expensive thing here in Canada. Okay, if you want to buy a pack of cigarettes, it's about 20. It's over $20 a pack. I love a good steak. Wendy barbecues amazing steak. And actually, I barbecued them the other day. And oh, they were good. They were more like top sirloin medallion. So they were, you know, like thick, like that, and about, you know, like about this round. but really, really tender. It's like, oh, and she does, she likes top sirloin or T-bone. Yeah, so, oh, straw cigarettes. Yeah, cigarettes are very expensive in Canada. It's over $20 a pack of cigarettes. It'd be about $22 a pack, and it'd be about $220 a carton for 10 packs. $220 Canadian for about 10 packs of cigarettes. Can you imagine that? That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. So I'm sure where you are, they're probably pretty cheap. Cigarettes are cheaper in Brazil. I couldn't afford to smoke, man. I could not afford to smoke. It'd be too expensive for me. Way too expensive. Wendy's daughter smokes, but she rolls her own. She does her own rolling. She buys like organic tobacco and rolls her own. So I think it's cheaper that way. But still, for a pouch of tobacco, it's going to be probably about $80 in Canada. I bet you something like that. It is not cheap. It'd be cheaper to grow your own. Grow your own tobacco. You know where you live? In Brazil, you can grow some good tobacco. It's easy to grow. The one I smoke kind of expensive, but normal ones kind of cheap. Okay, cool. Well, a lot of people buy native ones here, Magnus. They're actually, you buy them at the from the natives, and way cheaper. So a carton of cigarettes here is about $2.20, and I think you can get a carton of those ones for half price, about just over $100 for a carton of the native cigarettes called rolled gold. That's what it's called, rolled gold. And I see a lot of people smoking those ones. It's cheaper than the Players Light and all that stuff in Export A. But I've never smoked. I tried it once in my life when I was a kid, and that would have been about 48 years ago. Probably about 48 years ago I tried it, and I didn't like it. I remember choking, coughing. My buddies, I walked out to the end of the school parking lot driveway, and my buddies were passing around a cigarette. They were smoking a cigarette, and they said, "Hey, Joe, come and try this." I says, "I don't really want to." It was kind of a peer pressure thing. So I tried it, and I just remember coughing. I says, "Not my thing." So I never did get into smoking. And Wendy smoked for 6 months. My ex-wife smoked for a bit when she was younger, and then she stopped. There's an owl out here, man. There's an owl in one of the trees out here. You hear the robins out there? They're going kind of crazy. The owls drive the robins crazy, right? So there is one out there somewhere. And I'm trying to look for him. I'm trying to spot him in the tree. And if I can spot him, and they're big owls. They're barred owls. They're really big owls. I'll try to zoom in on them. I think he's in one of the trees over here. Let's see. Occasionally tobacco. Corn straw. Oh, cool. I've never heard of that. Corn straw. Yeah, there's an owl in one of those trees out there. Hear the robins? They're upset because there's an owl sitting in there. Where's that owl? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try to find him. I'll try to locate the owl for you. I want you guys to see this owl. He's over there somewhere. He's in, I think the owl's in that tree right there, in that maple or cedar tree. Or he could be in that one there too. Yeah, there's owls here every day. Every day and every night we hear them. I got videos of them making noise. They're very noisy. Oh, okay, just a minute. He must have flew because the robin flew. This is eucalyptus tree here. Yeah, they're going crazy, eh? They do not like that owl. I think because the owl eats the baby robins, right? And you'll see them fly through the ravine here. So it's rare to see one this early. I know they're here all the time. And we have the hummingbirds here year round too, which is kind of cool. So even in the wintertime, we have hummingbirds. Come on. I want to see this owl for you guys. I'd love to get it on video. I do have owls on video here though. You can actually see them here if you go into the videos on this channel. Just punch in owls and owl noises too. Oh my God, they're so noisy. Like they actually talk to each other. It sounds like a jungle when they're talking. It's pretty cool. That's the forest there. There was a mountain lion in our garden the other day. Chased a deer. The deer bent our gate. It was in a panic, right? So there are cougar here. There's no bear. There's lots of deer. And lots of owls, lots of eagles, lots of turkey vultures, lots of hawks. Hey, what are you? Hey, Kahu, come here. Come here, Kahu. Come here. You gonna go for a walk? Come here, Kahu. Come here. There's the cute dog. Oh, there's bats here too, but you guys have bigger bats. Come here, Kahu. Come here. You gonna go for a walk? Come here. Come here, Kahu. Come here. Look at you. Are you gonna go for a walk? Aren't you happy that Krista's back? Yeah, you're happy that Krista's back. Yeah, everybody's happy that Krista's back. What? Okay. She's going for a walk. Have fun. See ya. Bats are pretty cool. You know why bats are good? Because bats eat a lot of bugs. I heard that the bats here eat about 600 mosquitoes an hour. So that's good. So if there's mosquitoes out there, the bats are going to eat them. And then there's fruit bats too, right? Oh, it's so nice out here. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, I bet you're living in an awesome part of the world. Brazil would be so cool, man. Yeah. Oh, the things I could grow in Brazil. I could grow mangoes. I could grow coconuts. I can grow papayas. I could grow avocados. Yeah, some of the things that will never grow here. You know, I mean, we can grow some pretty cool stuff. There's a Guatemalan cherry that's growing like a weed. There's loquat. We have figs. Where's that owl? He's over there somewhere. I'll go for a couple more minutes and then I'm going to call it a day for my live stream. And then I'm going to help Wendy with dinner. I'm going to help her with dinner. I'm going to think of something. Maybe I'll make a salad or something. I think first I'm going to have some nachos. That's looking down the south slope. Oh, you have a mango tree. You're so lucky, man. I love avocados. That's like my favorite. You're so lucky. I'm jealous. Oh, and pineapples too. That's so cool. Oh my God, you're living in paradise. If you can grow pineapples, avocado, and mango, lucky you. Oh man, I would love to go out to the tree and pick a fresh avocado and eat it for breakfast. Avocado is so good for you. Just so good. Yeah, and you can grow bananas and that. Well, we actually can grow bananas here, a certain species of banana. But avocado, that would be my top one. And I love papaya too. Papaya is so good. And mango trees get big. They get huge, man. He grows mango, papaya. He's in Brazil. He's in Brazil.
Oh, nice.
He's in Brazil. Yeah. He says his mom planted this stuff. We have you have two types of mango tree? Oh, lucky you. That is so awesome. Two types of mango trees. That would be so cool. Yeah, I'm envious. I would love to grow. Avocado would be number one for me though. And it's like, and I bet you the avocados that your trees produce are pretty big too. They're probably big avocados. Way better than you buy in the store here. We get avocados here in the store, but they're imported and they take forever to get here. Right? So, you know, it's better to get them fresh off the tree. How much avocados cost at the market here? They're about $3 for one avocado. $3 Canadian. It's expensive. Yeah, sometimes maybe $4 for an avocado. Super expensive. So yeah, you're so lucky, man. Living in Brazil, grow all that good food. You know what else are good too? Guava. I love guava. Guava are so good. Oh man, Brazil, good place to live, man. Grow all your own food. Susan, how's it going, man? There's an owl out there in the trees bothering the robins, man. I can hear the robins just going crazy. Robin's been going crazy for a while. And then there was an owl about an hour ago that flew over. And then the dog went crazy too because our dog hates owls. I'm going to go see what Wendy's up to. I think she's out raking the arbutus leaves. She does not like arbutus leaves. And arbutus trees drop a lot of leaves, right? But I love arbutus. And she likes arbutus trees, but leaves, right? You can see them. They're absolutely beautiful, these trees. They're nice. Look at that. And we have some big ones on our property. Pacific Madrona, Pacific Madrona, Pacific Madrona. Another one over there. And then we got a bunch in the front. Then there's another big one on the other side. Hey, Susan. Good to have you in there. There's Wendy through the jungle. I want to see her hydrangeas. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Wendy has some amazing hydrangeas. She loves her hydrangeas. They just stay in these pots all winter. And then we have some in the ground too. And then there's the jasmine. This jasmine is so fragrant. It's so nice. Especially in the morning and at night. Jasmine vines. And then the fatsia trees. I had 3 papaya trees. Oh, I love papaya. These trees kind of remind me of papaya in a way. The leaves on these fatsia trees. Here, this looks more tropical when I do this, doesn't it? You know, kind of doesn't look like Canada anymore. We lived in Cabo. Oh, cool. Husband over 40 years and 27 years. No way, in Cabo. No way, that's so cool. Cabo San Lucas, on the tip of the Baja, south of the Sea of Cortez, right? Because the sea, is it the Sea of Cortez? Yeah, Sea of Cortez is right up in the middle there. Cool. I've been down the Baja. I've only been as far as Ensenada. I drove down there in 81 when I was 17. But I know that's a long way down. And then I've been to Cozumel. Cozumel is nice too. I like Cozumel. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like Mexico. It's a pretty nice place, man. It's a lot cheaper than living here, I'll tell you that. That's the problem. Living here is so expensive. Cost of living on this island is not cheap, right? Just raking leaves and the dogs in the shade over there. Yeah, Cozumel's in the Caribbean, yeah. Husband was shipwrecked there. No way, in 1980? You're kidding. That's crazy. I know somebody that was shipwrecked on an island, Filipino girl, and they were sailing from the Philippines to Canada, and they got shipwrecked somewhere out there. Isn't that crazy? I forget what island they were shipwrecked on. So it was yeah, I think they were on a sailboat too. Yeah, they were definitely on a sailboat. What's that? Yeah, tomorrow we're going to go check them out. We're going to go over to the big island. So yeah, Cabo I've never been to, but I think it's supposed to be really nice there. I'd like to go one day. Show you the bamboo shoots. Look at these bamboo. In like 3 weeks, they're like 25 feet tall already. Isn't that crazy? Timber, cane, bamboo. Oh, the top of my bamboo broke. Oh, that sucks. Must have been maybe the wind or off. Oh, yeah, broken. Sucks. Anyway, I'm going to get into the shade. Do you remember a guy named Ted Jansen? Ted Jansen.
Joe got some leaves to pick up.
Oh, yeah, Wendy rakes them and I have to pick them up. No, Ted Jansen, I can't say I do. Fortunately, our papayas build our chicken coop. Oh, had to go. She had to cut it down, the papayas. Oh, I know, they grow fast, papayas. I see them on Maui. And where we stay at the condo in Kihei, there's papaya trees. They get lots. And you know what else is there? Starfruit. Lived on Salt Spring. Ted Jansen. Jansen, it has the, she had a cream store. She sold like facial creams and stuff like that she kind of made. Ted Jansen. Maybe I did know him. I don't know. I'm wondering. Oh, Wendy's going to go for you going to go for a walk? Oh, you're going down the road. Okay. Maybe I did. If I saw a picture of him, I might recognize him. You know, that's cool. So did you used to live on Salt Spring too, didn't you? Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you used to live on Salt Spring, didn't you, Susan? I'm going to go put this picture of Wendy, the first Wendy from Peter Pan, back on the, lived on Salt Spring. Yeah, Ted Jansen. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Maybe I did. Maybe I do know him. Yeah. Oh, you haven't been on. Okay, so you didn't live on Salt Spring, but you'd like to live on Salt Spring? Salt Spring's a pretty cool place. It's pretty funky. I like it here. I mean, I've been here a long time. But you know, like all my kids grew up here too, but they've moved off. They're on the big island now, so yeah. Oh, it's warm out here. It's an absolutely beautiful day on the rock. Sounds like I'm reconnecting. Ted left there with my husband to sail to Cabo. Wow, that's a long haul, man, from here. But I know people do it. People drive down there too. You can drive to South America if you want to, if you're into driving that far. But yeah, I know people that have actually sailed down there. That's a long haul. That'd be fun though. So you're on the outer coast all the way down. I guess maybe it could get kind of stormy out there, right? Wow, cool. I guess you got to go quite a ways offshore too. Maybe it's better. It's closer to shore, it'd probably be more dangerous. Maybe you got to go farther out and it's less choppy. Maybe that's the way it works. I don't know. But you definitely got to know what you're doing to sail to Cabo from Salt Spring Island. But I've seen boats in here from the Caribbean. Well, you can't pass through. Central America. No, you can go, yeah, you can go through the Panama Canal if you're going to go around. Well, I mean, you could sail right down. I mean, you could sail right around South America if you wanted to, but it'd take you forever. But you want to do a shortcut. The Trans-American gets cut in Central America. Oh, okay. Interesting. But I know people go through the Panama Canal, right? That would be fun. I'd like to do that. So I took a cruise one time into the Caribbean. I left from Port of Miami, and the first stop was Haiti. Went to Labadee, Haiti. Then I went to Jamaica, Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Then I went to Georgetown, Grand Cayman. And then I went to Cozumel, and then went back to Port of Miami. And yeah, it was a pretty good cruise. That was the first cruise I ever took, February 1996. So God, it'll be 30 years ago in 2026, right? So it was a good cruise. I just remember all the food. I like to eat. And the food was awesome. And I was on a cruise in May. Wendy and I went to Alaska. That was her second cruise up there. It was my fifth cruise up there. And I like food, man. And it's good food. And I ate good food. I didn't eat crappy food. I didn't eat any junk food. I ate good food the whole time. And it was like so good. You know, every morning go to the breakfast thing and they'll make you your custom made omelet. I think I'm going to head out too there, Magnus. I got to go. I got to figure out what I'm going to get for dinner here. So, hey, you guys, I appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream. I'll try to do more live streams here on Gulf Island Rock. I'm such a foodie too, Susan. I love it, man. I just love food. It's funny. We got our friend coming over tomorrow or on Friday. And we call him Foodie Phil. Foodie Phil is a true foodie, and there is videos of Foodie Phil on here. And whenever you go out with Phil, he will take you to different restaurants. Whenever you go to his house, he will cook you some exotic food. But that's what Foodie does. He loves to go to markets and buy different foods. So see if my chicks have food. Good to have you in there, Magnus. Have a good one in Brazil, brother. And gotta like a foodie. You know what? Have a good one, Magnus, and come in anytime and say hi to your family in Brazil from us here on the Gulf Island, North Pacific. And food is amazing, Magnus. I agree. I like to eat. Thank God I don't gain weight. Because if I gain weight, I'd probably weigh about 800 pounds because I love to eat. I ate more food than probably everybody on that cruise ship, and I actually lost weight. Thank you, Magnus, for coming in here and visiting. I really appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll do more live streams for you. And check out some of our shorts. I got lots of short videos on here. Lots of videos on here, just not shorts, regular videos. Anyway, Susan, hey, take care, kiddo, and have a great day or evening. And thanks for popping in. Always nice to see your name show up on here. And we will do another live stream sooner than later, hopefully tomorrow when I get back. All right, Magnus, have a good one, brother. And cheers to you and your family in Brazil, in beautiful tropical Brazil, with your mango trees and everything else that you grow there that I wish I could grow here. Have a good one. Take care, Susan. Bye, Magnus, and everybody else that's tuned into this live stream. And we will do another live stream soon. And we'll see you all next time from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, the palmy islands of Canada. And oh, I want to come and get some mangoes. See you later, Susan. See you, Magnus. I call you Mango Magnus. You lucky guy, man. That sounds awesome. Fresh mangoes in Brazil. Oh, it doesn't get better than that, man. Have an avocado too. Cheers to you guys. I'm going to turn this baby off, and I will see you next time. Shaka wave from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Bye, Magnus. Have a good one, and bye, Susan. Thank you.